Marketing 101 for pet moms over 40. Okay, guys, so what I just did today is prepare a curriculum. It's a 5-class program for one of the universities where I'm going to be teaching. And the curriculum does involve teaching any kind of folks, including moms over 40, any kind of adults, and any type of people who want to have a peace of mind when it comes to earning additional extra income from the skills that you perhaps already learned from other classes in university, or in general. But the way I designed this digital faceless marketing program is through multiple classes. So one of the classes is just relevant to CapCut video editing. The other one is relevant to iPhone shortcuts. On your iPhone, you have a bunch of shortcuts, and I commonly refer to it as Freedom Fusion automations. So effectively, what I did is I created a 5-course program for students where you could take each individual course and learn an individual part of the skill set. So it's all revolved around digital marketing. There's a digital faceless marketing course. There's generic 101 course that covers digital faceless marketing and regular marketing, face-based marketing, all sorts of marketing, including systemization, including all sorts of brand building activities, including gamified cohorts ranging from freedom founders and feudal lords, where students get together and participate in brand building activities where one set of students get to be the freedom founders, other set of students the feudal lords, and they work together in a simulated environment in a gamified cohorts over Zoom, where certain activities are provided to each of the role stakeholders, and and that's how you learn. You build actual brands, well, based on simulated brands, and my own brands as well. So the best part about it, if you were to take the class in university, you would get a very good exposure to both my brands that I'm building over here in front of you guys, and of course that will help you register all of this information in your mind a lot faster, because effectively when you build and you get to see how somebody else is building, and you do so in activities, in gamified activities, it becomes more reasonable to learn information, becomes more fun to learn. And at first I was doing this based on like building American directory called Hypism, and later I was like, okay, you know what, why don't I just introduce this in university settings? So I went ahead and I built a syllabus today that includes this 5-course program in digital marketing, modeled after Freedom Fusion Digital Feudal Incubator, which is a feudal incubator that I'm offering separately from university at $295 per month, but it has slightly different style than what you'd be learning in university settings. Think of my feudal incubator as something that comes with the system, something that comes with automations and everything you need to get your leads to become your loyal customers. While in the university settings, you get to be participating in gamified activities, you get to be having a lot of fun in the process, and building brands, and also getting to see how to tap into my brand, learning how I'm building it, seeing examples, real world examples from several brands. One of them is my talent agency called Freedom Fusion System. Another one is Jack Spas, which is luxury pet brand, and another one is Freedom Fusion Detailing. All in all, you'll be getting very good understanding how to build digital products, how to combine digital products with physical products. You'll be learning how to build your own feudal kingdom and either keep it or flip it. So in simple words, you'll be learning how to build your own business and either keep it or flip it. And because eventually, as I showed you an example in Freedom Fusion Detailing, car detailing brand, I showed to you that you don't really necessarily need to be like just detailing the car. You could use digital marketing to get up to a certain point of getting your business launched, getting some leads coming in, and then eventually having a few customers, and then going ahead and flipping that business. And because you already have that pipeline with all the customers, people would pay a lot more for that business. So what I did is I structured it in 5 different courses, and you could take those courses in university settings. I'm providing several options for you to learn this information. One way, as I mentioned to you, you could take individual course that is part of this 5-course program. And the cool part about it, guys, we got some scholarships available too. Woohoo! So what is better way than the way that I'm doing it now? It's just perfect. You guys can learn this either in university settings in a form of a concise class. The way I also recommended pricing for university as well, which pricing. So there's some classes in that 5-course program. Some of them are like $600. Other ones are close to like $200. So I combined all 5 of them together into a program, and that program runs from October to January, and it's obviously in university settings. So so now you guys have an option to learn all those hybrid skills that are not taught in college, except now they are going to be taught in college by me. So I wanted to give that as an option for you, because I had a lot of moms over 40 reaching out and be like, is there any way that I could learn this in person, online, part of university, to get the credit for this? And the answer is yes. And the answer is yes. So today was one of those days when I was preparing the syllabus for the university, to organize all of this into concise courses, structured courses that any of you guys could take. And we do, as I mentioned, we do have some scholarships available. And the cool part about it, we have like a way for you to combine that with other courses as well. So in simple words, let's say you are learning from computer networking and realize that computer networking, Network Plus, for example, wasn't good enough for you. You can get a job after taking it. Maybe you got certified but still struggling, can't find a job. Then this is definitely something that's going to open up your additional pathway and makes it a gazillion times easier for you to stand out. Because at Wasan, you could take that class, that 5 classes, to kind of level up your game, and you could take any of them. And for example, you could take iPhone shortcuts class that will allow you to learn digital marketing skills on a go using shortcuts. iPhone automations that are specifically designed with shortcuts produce a lot greater results than desktop-based automations, simply because socials love when you use iPhone. They see that it's a real person, and of course they reward you more. So, and after I realized how powerful they are, I went ahead and I created an actual class for how you could learn those shortcuts. It will be light level, just enough for you to kind of get an idea for how to use them, how to combine them together for whatever the brand that you end up building. And whether you wanted to build your own business and use those shortcuts, or promote other people, other feudal lords with those shortcuts, the opportunities are limitless here. You could take it in either direction. In my particular case, I'm doing it for my brand, luxury pet brand, Jack's Paws, and for car detailing. I'm using them in Nextdoor and other types of socials, where I just get a prescriptive recommendation directly on my iPhone, where like I literally get a little pop-up on my phone saying, hey, you know, you gotta run the following routines. And that routine could be logging into Thread and like reposting your high performing thread, or doing some other low effort type of routines that are relatively easy for you to implement on a go, even if you're like drinking coffee. So this style of learning makes it like this whole concept of shortcuts makes it easy for you to stay in control of your side hustle, your business that you're trying to promote, or any other types of businesses, while still giving you the opportunity to benefit from social signals that end up producing a lot greater results. And of course, this is not something I recommend everyone do. This is why I made it kind of like an optional class now, because you've probably seen many of my videos where I'll be showing you already a lot of those shortcuts, but they're so fast paced, there's no explanation behind them. There's just kind of me wipe coding, building them out. The reason why is because, you know, it's just something that I was doing for myself. More like wasn't really, the purpose was really to educate anybody. But now that I'm doing this university work, the purpose becomes more to educate people. And of course, I'll be willing to show you guys how to build those automations, those shortcuts automations directly on your iPhone. Granted, you do have to have an iPhone. Granted, you do have to be ready to like dedicate a little bit of time and using those routines as well. And granted that you're okay with like setting up a bunch of socials, setting up your bio link, setting across, so this way you could have that social presence. And then of course, because there's constantly like different types of activities that are taking place across socials. One social may be stronger, another social may be not that strong in terms of new features. And sometimes it's TikTok may be pushing one set of features, the next day it may be pushing another set of features. So the idea behind this skill, it allows you to take control of the native features of those social platforms, so you get to benefit from those platforms the most, because they get to see how you're positioning yourself. They get to see how you are using those features. They get to see, those platforms get to get the signals from your iPhone showing that you're using their social platform, and eventually they'll start rewarding you. Plus you get to actually save incredible amount of time from not having to think about what type of content to post, how to post it, that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit of information to digest, but granted that you are going to be taking that one step at a time, one class at a time, is going to be manageable for my students. I divided them into 5 classes, and the private setting option that I'm offering is at $295 per month. This is different from one-time fee class. This is where you actually get access to entire system, where you get access to JaxBoss and all those pills of freedom, the actual CRM, and high encouragement and support on a continuous basis, access to Zapier automation, access to Freedom Fusion System CRM automations that we already set up, access to higher support, and more opportunities, guys, for you to connect with brands, and versus then not being part of that $295 per month plan. And plus you get to have, as I mentioned, have your own Freedom Fusion System CRM, which makes it a gazillion times easier for you to finally build your business and either keep it or flip it. And it's all part of that, and it's all part of that Freedom Fusion Flip. What we offer Freedom Fusion Flip workshops, where you get to learn how to keep it or flip it, your business. So this becomes even more beneficial if you are part of that JaxBoss system. Our automations are explicitly designed for pet owners, but you could spin them up in any brand, any direction. It's just our program called JaxBoss system is more tailored in the direction of like the pet owners. But so if you're a pet owner and you wanted to take advantage of that, definitely take a look. Now from university settings, you get more like a generic way of learning all of this information, generic way of getting ahead of the game. It's versus like any other way. So I just realized it's so cold over here, and I got the shoes, really good shoes, but apparently those shoes ain't. Apparently they're not that. Apparently those shoes are not that great. Somehow they're still cold. How's that been possible? It got to be super cold here, and supposedly those shoes are -70. They withstand -70 degrees. Anyway, guys, look, I don't want to bore you with all this. I do want to say that if you're interested in any of this, let me know. Do have some spots available for scholarships. This is going to be happening in next semester, okay? So in 2026 in the fall. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys before that, in either in feudal incubators or part of our low ticket offer called ThreadStack, or part of any other offer. But yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care.